In the heart of a forgotten Indian village, where time itself seems to hold its breath, stands a mansion, not grand, but a skeleton of what it once was, half broken, surrendering to the relentless grip of nature. The wind, a mournful whisper, snakes through the skeletal branches of withered trees. In the distance, a dog's howl slices through the silence, a lonely, chilling sound. Our view drifts, drawn as if by an unseen hand, toward a single, dark window. Wait. Is there someone standing there? A flicker of movement, a silhouette against the gloom. Into this unsettling quiet drives a man from the city. His name is Rahul, and he carries with him the ambitions and disbelief of the modern world. He's the new owner of the mansion, a purchase made against the frantic pleas and hushed warnings of every villager he met. To them, it's not property. It's a place of sorrow. To Rahul, it's a bargain, a relic to be restored. He steps out of his car, a stark contrast to the ancient dust that coats everything, and looks up. This is his new beginning, or so it thinks. The heavy wooden doors creak open, protesting his arrival. Inside, the air is thick and stale, a cocktail of dust, decay, and something else. Something heavy. Sunlight struggles to pierce the grime on the windows, illuminating dancing dust motes and long, ethereal shafts. Rahul's footsteps echo in the cavernous space as he wanders through rooms frozen in time. Cobwebs hang like ghostly chandeliers. Faded portraits line the walls, their eyes seeming to follow his every move, their painted smiles twisted into knowing smirks. In a grand hall, a broken piano sits in silence, its keys yellowed like old teeth. He runs a finger over the dust, then turns to explore further, and that's when it happens. With a deafening crack, the massive front door slams shut behind him, plunging the hall into near darkness. He whips around, his heart hammering against his ribs. The wind. There's no wind in here. He's alone. Or is he? Night falls, wrapping the mansion in an inky shroud. The silence is now a living entity, pressing in on all sides. Rahul lies in a hastily made bed, the unfamiliar sounds of the old house creaking and groaning around him. He tries to tell himself it's just the house settling, the normal complaints of old wood and stone. But then, another sound emerges, faint but undeniable. It's coming from inside the wall right beside his bed. A soft, muffled sound, the sound of a woman crying. It's a sound of pure, inconsolable grief. A sorrow so deep it seems to seep through the very plaster and chill the air. Rahul freezes, every muscle tense. He holds his breath, listening. The sobbing continues, rising and falling in a heartbreaking rhythm, slowly, almost against his will. His eyes are drawn to the wall, to the spot where the sound is strongest. The camera of our own fear pushes in, closer and closer, as if trying to see through the solid barrier to the source of that terrible sadness. The next morning, the sun does little to burn away the chilling memory of the night. Shaken, Rahul seeks answers in the village. He finds an old man, his face a roadmap of wrinkles, sitting under a banyan tree. The elder's eyes hold a deep, weary sadness. As Rahul recounts his experience, the old man isn't surprised. He begins to tell the story, the one every villager knows but dares not speak of too loudly. Decades ago, the mansion was home to a joyful family, celebrating the marriage of their son. His bride, a beautiful young woman named Anjali, was said to be as radiant as the moon. But just a week after the wedding, a terrible tragedy occurred. Anjali vanished from within the mansion walls. A search was mounted, every corner was turned, but she was never found. Some said she ran away. Others whispered darker things. The most chilling rumor, the one that stuck, was that she had died mysteriously, her spirit trapped forever within the place she was meant to find happiness. Her body, the old man says with a heavy sigh, was never recovered. Armed with this terrifying new knowledge, Rahul returns to the mansion. Everything looks different now. Every shadow seems longer. Every creak of the floorboards sounds like a footstep. He finds himself standing before a large, ornate, mirrored surface, clouded with a thick layer of dust. He stares at his own reflection, trying to steady his frayed nerves. But as he looks deeper, a horrifying distortion takes place. The face staring back at him begins to change. The eyes, they're not his. They are hollow, filled with an ancient anger and a profound despair. They burn with a cold, spectral light. Before he can scream or look away, a thick, black smoke begins to bleed from the cracks in the wall behind him. It pours into the room like a foul liquid, coiling and twisting in the air, blotting out the light. The room grows cold. The air thickens, and the smell of damp earth and decay fills his lungs. The smoke engulfs him, and in the mirror, his reflection smiles a terrible, alien smile. Later, perhaps hours, perhaps a lifetime, Rahul finds himself sitting at the broken piano. He doesn't remember walking here. His fingers hover over the keys, but he doesn't move. Then, a single, melancholic note hangs in the air. Then another, and another. The piano is playing by itself. A hauntingly beautiful, yet deeply sorrowful melody fills the mansion. A phantom tune from a forgotten time. It's a song of love and loss, echoing with a ghostly passion. As the music reaches its crescendo, the windows of the great hall don't just open, they burst inward, shattering glass across the floor as a gale of wind howls through the room. And in the empty doorway, a figure begins to form, a simmering, ethereal shape of a woman in a white, tattered bridal gown. The White Shadow. She doesn't walk, she glides, drifting slowly, inexorably, across the room, her empty eyes fixed on Rahul. The music swells, and she reaches out a translucent hand. The next morning, the mansion is silent once more. Worried by his absence, a group of villagers cautiously pushes open the heavy front door. They call his name, their voices swallowed by the oppressive quiet. Rahul! Rahul! They search the dusty rooms, finding his car still outside, his bag still in the bedroom. But of Rahul, there is no trace. He has vanished, just like the bride from all those years ago. Then, one of the villagers notices something on a small table in the hall. It's an old, leather-bound photo album, left open. He picks it up. It's a faded wedding photograph of the long-lost bride and her groom. But something is horribly wrong. Standing beside the smiling couple, there is now a third person, a new face, integrated perfectly into the old photograph, as if he had been there all along. He's wearing a wide, happy, yet unnervingly vacant smile. It's the face of Rahul. Thank you so much for joining us on this chilling journey. If you enjoyed this story and want more tales from the shadows, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We'd love to hear what you think happened to Rahul in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, and maybe think twice before buying that old, mysterious house.